Hello, welcome back to Nine Little Aussies. My name is Chrissy and I'm very glad to have you with me in my little garden here in East Texas. And today I am going to show you some footage that I took the other day. There was a little bit of harvesting. I actually harvested some worm castings as well and amended one of the garden beds that was just struggling a little bit. The kids and I did some harvesting and we potted around and it was just a lovely day in the garden. I have noticed considerable yellowing of leaves along here and really tight curling, which I think these plants are struggling a little, so I'm going to give them a boost of worm castings and worm juice and see if that helps. Still got a couple of worms in it, but it's mainly just the castings. My concern is these beans here, so I'm just going to go to the base of the plant, scrape it back a little bit, the mulch, and then get a good big handful of this and let me see, layer it all in there so that it can get watered in. And then we can cover it back up. And I may need to add more mulch to this bed as well. So some of the plants are quite yellowing. So I'm going to pick off all the yellowing leaves and feed them to the chooks and put worm castings down the bottom, water them in with worm castings, and as I pick off these yellowing leaves, that is going to give a flush of nitrogen to the plants nearby. So I don't want to pull any of this rocket out, even though it's really almost at the end of its season. I don't want to do that because then its life is wasted. Whereas if I prune it off, it will flush the soil with nitrogen and feed the rest of the plants. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully we'll see how much good it does, because definitely just in the last week I have seen a turn in the garden, and things are starting to struggle where they weren't before. So I need to give it some extra attention and hopefully turn it around. We have had some really hot, dry days. We've still had a couple of showers, so I'll see what happens. So this is the original worm farm, the first one I did before we built our big one. And I'll show you. It is really just about ready. This is all just beautiful, rich worm castings. Now, still has a lot of worm activity. We have moved all of the fresh feed and the cardboard and the paper and stuff to the other end to expose this end to light, so that with the thought that it will encourage the worms to go that way so that we can harvest right here. Now, there's still a lot of worms here. So what I'm having to do is I've just got this old plant pot. Hey you, what are you doing there? Go back in there. And I'm kind of just sifting it with my fingers. And honestly, a few worms are getting in, but we have so many that's not really a big deal. As you can see, I don't want that grass. There is just a lot of beautiful richness here. You can stay, little wormy. And the occasional worm getting in there is fine. So they'll just go to the garden and keep doing their work over there. But I just came over earlier and got a bucket, and I just sort of disturbed it. See, look, when I pull that back, there's just a lot of little wormies down there. They're all in here. There's probably a bunch more under there than there is here because of the light exposure. But if I just kind of loosen that and then leave it for a minute, they're going to dive down and go underneath. There might be a few that stay up, but it will allow me to get less of them in my little bucket. Now I could also, and we've done this in the past, built a little sifter, like a little frame with wood and maybe some hardware mesh or some fine netting or something that you can sift the worms out of it. But it's kind of tricky because it is very moist, and I just find I can do it with my hands. Now when we had the really big bathtub one, and I would say when we do this one it'll be different. We just had we fed them a lot down one end, and then we could just get shovelfuls out. But this is just a little mini one, so a little bit different. Hey, little helper.
When are we going to do the harvest?
The harvest? Yeah, we're going to harvest very soon. Is that why you got your hat on? You're all ready to harvest?
Yeah.
Good job.
Are we going to get the water and put them in here?
I'm trying not to get very many worms. You can,
More.
if you want to, you can pick out the worms that get in there. I'm just getting the worm castings so that they can go in the garden.
I'm right here.
You find them for me and pull them out. If we get a few, it's okay. It's a bit of a laborious process. It's handy to have a helper though.
Oh, I just saw one.
You saw one?
Can hit some fun hit the wall. Good one.
That was a big one.
Yeah. It was fat.
All right, so while I'm doing these worms and fertilizing here, I have my little harvest crew ready. You ready, guys?
Yeah.
So we are going to harvest cucumbers, more squash and zucchini, tomatoes. We have some tomatoes ready, and what's the other thing I said?
Peppers.
There is some jalapenos ready. I feel like there was one other thing. Capsicums? No, capsicums aren't ready. Cucumbers.
Corn.
Oh, we've got to do potatoes, but apparently we got to get Daddy because I think there's a wasp nest around the potatoes.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait on that and then plant some sweet potatoes. That's okay.
Here's the basket for now. You don't need to take that off, Dad.
Use that basket for now. There is a metal bowl we can put the tomatoes in as well.
What are you trying to do, Dad? Give me the tomato. If you did not get this, no, you twist.
It's okay if it's got a bug. Does it have a bug? Where's the bug? No, he's okay.
What is it?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, so just the red ones. Good job.
And the orange one.
And if you see green beans that are ripe, I saw some today earlier when I was, let me see. So the beans are starting to,
What about these? Are these okay? Green beans! Are these okay?
so see like this or yeah, those are supposed to be orange. So they're, yeah, but only, yeah, that one, no smaller than that though, Gracie.
Got a tag.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a tag.
Oh, throw it out if it's got a bug in it. So, look, this one's nice and ripe. That one, those ones aren't ripe yet.
Oh look, there's a big one nearly ripe. The biggest one. Oh,
the
but
Romans-
it got attacked.
Did it? No, are you sure? No. Oh, that's one of the ones the chickens got. Throw it over there.
Out of these ones,
Get the ball.
You like that one? It's kind of a pretty color, isn't it?
Yeah, it's orange.
We're getting tomatoes.
Okay, go for it.
I don't like tomatoes. But you're getting them.
You can pick them. You don't have to eat them. Although I think, well, careful. That one's only just. That one's probably a little underdone, sweetie. No. It'll ripen up. Put it in the bowl.
He dropped it. God, don't drop them.
Yeah, try not to.
Because if you drop them, then they'll get. Yeah.
Look how long the tomatoes are getting.
These beautiful
Look at
little
the tomatoes,
orange
Mom.
babies.
Sorry, I dropped that one.
Mm.
And someone's gotten into it.
Oh no, let me see. That's not too bad. We might still be able to use him and process him for
Cooking.
passata or something. Yeah, now see how that's still got a bit of green? Maybe next time don't pick it that green. No.
You can still
Don't
keep
throw them
it.
out because it'll ripen up on the bench. But I'm just saying next time, don't pick them
Stop.
until they're a bit riper.
Sorry, right.
Little bit underdone, sweetie.
Mom.
It's red.
One's half. It's half red, half orange. That's in
And half green.
Yeah, so leave those. Let's get these little orange cherry ones.
Look.
If we... What do you want us to look at, Gracie?
There's a lot of tomatoes on the
Yes, there is.
Fine, there's tomatoes on the other side of the fence. Gonna go over there and get them.
Well, we can get these ones first and then...
Look at this. We got squash and then we got this guy.
Oh my goodness, he must have been hiding. Oh my word.
No.
They are some big zucchini.
I would chuck it to the chickens because I don't think we could eat that.
I think it might be a bit tough.
Overripe.
Yeah, but that's amazing. Yeah, that one's good. It's
Right.
still, even that one, hey, don't drop it. Even that one is a bit on the big side. So if there's any smaller ones, it's okay, but it's very big. Zucchini are nicest when they're picked a little bit smaller than that, and they're nice and sweet.
Oh.
All right, good job. Go see what you can find. Keep it for now. We'll sort them later. We'll see how many we got at the end.
Mom, look at this.
Yes, that's an eggplant, but I think it's... We're going to leave them a little bit longer. It's not quite ready. Well, one of the other eggplant might be ready, but...
Zion, stop dropping them.
I can drop them because.
It's not from high up.
Mom. Look at the bottom.
Let me see. Oh no, that's just where it was rubbing on a branch.
There's a bug on the bottom.
No, he's good. He's good.
Hi.
He's got a little mark where he was rubbing on a branch, but he's actually good. It's okay if they have little marks on them, okay?
These two got.
If you've got robbed, it's okay.
Yeah, that's definitely bigger, but we got a decent size.
Yeah, that's a bit overdone too.
I
Alright,
thought there was like 3 in one spot here.
they grow so quickly. The storm, we had a little storm come through that kind of put a big hole in these
Can I go
guys.
get that?
Oh yeah.
Where? That one. Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that over these?
No, see, that's a good size. That's a good size.
Oh, these two.
Yeah, I think a couple of those are ready, Ty.
This one.
Look, this one looks like
Yep. A couple of them are ready.
It looks like corn kind of.
Yeah, it kind of does look a bit like corn.
cobs.
Without the little...
Oh, this one got attacked.
Any jalapenos already here?
Look at this one.
Not yet.
Oh no, it just got scratched up against the fence.
Oh, yeah, that's just a mark from where it was leaning on the metal.
We'll do
We
that
can
to
still
the-
use it.
It might be rusty though. Like,
We can cut that bit out. It's all right. All right, you're doing great. Keep looking.
I think we're nearly done.
No, I had it.
There it is. Oh, okay, That also got hit by the birds.
That's maybe a little bit little. We could have left that one a little bit more. Oh, good. See that size tie? That's a good size for zucchini where it'll be nice and sweet.
Look, Mommy. Someone dug here.
Yes, I think that was a critter of some kind.
It was probably
Why did you throw that?
It has seeds in it. It might like see something.
We could have eaten that one, Goose.
Oh, it was a little one.
That's okay. We can still eat them when they're little. You just could have left it a little bit longer.
Mom, is this one right? It has a flower on it. You see it? Yeah, you can see it.
I think it's a little bit little.
No, that's this one.
So don't get the little ones only. Yes, see, that's big enough.
This one?
Yes, good job. Now they're all, what you need to do, you guys are starting in the middle of the row. That's excellent, Caleb. You need to start at one end and work, or maybe one of you start at one end and another one start at the other end.
But we only have one.
Good boy,
basket.
Zion. That's okay.
Is this good?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not eating.
So Gracie, why don't you start the other end? Zion, you can eat as many as you like. You can do it together if you like, or you can start at different ends. Yeah, you can eat as many as you like.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just not the little baby ones, okay?
These aren't that bad.
No, they're yummy fresh off the vine.
Beans make you fart.
Dear me.
Beans,
Okay,
beans make you
come
fart.
along and see how many there are.
No, I found one right here. I got that one.
Is it okay if I eat all garden ones, I think?
You can eat them, it's fine. I don't mind you eating them.
That's good for you, so Mom doesn't mind. It's good for you, Mom doesn't mind whatever you eat. That's good for you.
I think I might have some mint too.
No, my little mint thief. To tell you this story, I was looking to get mint out of the garden because I did a roast lamb the other day and I wanted to make mint jelly or mint sauce. And so I came out to get some mint and all the mint was gone. And that night at dinner I was telling the kids, there's been a little bug eating my mint. I couldn't even make any mint jelly because all the mint was gone. I think we might have some kind of insect, maybe a grasshopper. I don't know what eats mint. And Caleb was sitting on the other side of the table and he just kind of looked up at me with this sly little grin. This one right here is the bug who has been eating all the mint.
It's good.
Apparently he's been taking some every time he walks out the door. Is that all the ones you got, Bubba? You did a very good job. Now, a few beans. The rest of the beans are in your tummy. Yeah. And in your tummy.
I'm Canadian.
I think I see some jalapenos over there.
You can have a look.
That's leaky.
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
show
okay.
this to Dad.
You're going to show that to Dad? Just an update for you all on our layers. The boys' chookies. We've put them back here, and as you can see, we've put a few loads of wood chips in here, which we're going to add to, and this whole area will be permanently deep bedded, and we're going to keep them in here for a while, at least over the summer, under the shade of this beautiful big oak tree. And there's a few reasons. One, our experience last summer, the middle of the Texas heat is really rough on them, and this tree should help give them a little bit more cool. So we're going to keep them here over the heat of the summer, but we may even do that, keep them here longer. And the reason is, we did this in Australia and it worked beautifully. You keep them on deep bedding, like at least 8 to 12 inches of wood chips. That keeps them happy and healthy. They scratch all through it. And we found that in about 3 months, we could rake it back, and underneath was just pure, rich compost. And you sort of have to filter it. We just stuck a homemade filter over a wheelbarrow and shoveled it in and got all the big bits out. But it was just gold for the garden and a really easy way to make compost. And the chickens are happy and healthy. You got those green scraps?
Yep.
Thank you, sweetie. There you go. Go chicks. Of course, we did not come up with this idea. I think it was Justin Rhodes we saw doing this, and then we tried it back in our little urban plot in Australia, and it worked beautifully. We got wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow full of beautiful rich compost for the garden. So we're going to do that again in here, and hopefully that will provide a cool area for the chooks, a nice area over the summer, as well as beautiful compost for the garden. Well, that is about it for today. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching with us and hanging out in the garden on just an average kind of a summer day. Thanks for being here. Sunshine and raindrops. Until next time.